Hello. Oh, hi, my name's John T. Wright. I'm the Holy Father's son. And this is my guest tonight. And I'll just downsize it. She's so cute that you'd never pay attention to me. Now, here we are tonight. Hey, you know what? Camas and Washougal's looking really good. It's really looking clean. I touched base with Alice today. I call her Alice in Wonderland. From up there at 7th Street where the Donahoe house is, the 1007 7th Street house. And we talked about a lot of different things. And cleaning up the town was one of them. We got the marijuana plant removed, the garbage can, the 2 sticks, the dolls and stuff. She took those down to the Lucky 7 cutting studio down there on 7th Street. And those guys are really nice to me. They're friends of mine. I consider them highly good friends of mine. And that church right there with the satanic activity is just almost next door to it. And it was next door to it before. You know, they're just on one side and the other. But anyway, you know, everything looks good and everything. But we got that Susan Jane Donahoe problem. Well, you know, I go over to Ace Hardware and she's parked in the Safeway's parking lot in that 37-foot eyesore. It's just not good for commerce and business. And when you do things to slow down commerce and business, usually the law enforcement community comes to the aid and gets that shit out of there so business can move forward. All the time it's supposed to move forward. And little bitty bitches, and what we call them is habitual offenders. The cops go out there constantly, over and over and over, to deal with these people. And what happens is the cops just go out there to basically, you know, be a nice guy and tell them somebody gave a call and stuff like that, I would imagine, because it's non-effective. You know, when I am down there at Steamboat Landing and I have 3 officers come to my motorhome and ask me stuff, if I've even talked to somebody in a certain way. For one, I've got the freedom and the luxury of free speech in America still. And number 2, I don't give a fuck what anybody goddamn says after what's happened here in Camas, Washington. I don't talk to people terribly. I talk to people very nice, by the way, and very effectively. And that motorhome is down there in Steamboat Island tonight at 9 o'clock. They never learn their business. Why? Well, the cops don't work very effectively with them. They should make it like X-Lax, shit sliding right down their legs. Because that's how deadly fucking serious I am. I will never forgive what's happened to my boy and the activities that's happened in this town connected to that woman in that 37-foot motorhome. And the Holy Father is just fucking waiting for the right moment of his desire to flat ass fucking nail you. And I don't give a fuck who it is. Anybody that aids that 37-foot motorhome and any of these homeless people are on the Holy Father's shit list. Because if I see it, Satan and Eve sees it, and they know how goddamn bad I feel about them and their ineffectiveness to do what I fucking desire. Because I want their fucking throats sliced. You understand me, goddamn English? I guess this is one of those videos that shouldn't be posted. But at the same time, maybe it should. You know, they've done terrible things. I'm against nobody. I'm against no particular group of people at all. But that people that ask people for stuff. Somebody asked me for a cigarette just today. Well, just because I took the luxury of smoking a couple packs. Because I can, and I can afford it, and they can't even afford to smoke cigarettes. And then they'll use a cigarette as to just lay their shit on you. I don't want to give them a cigarette, and I don't want to hear their shit. And that's the truth. It's Yahshua inside the cup, it's Yahshua outside the cup. And even some of the people that posted on the internet, most of them are just very nice things. One person, he says something, you know, like that. I just took him off. I mean, he's one out of all of them. So then we have the Jehovah's Witnesses. And those two guys, they posted on their on my thing, you know, they'd like to talk to me. Well, I've done talk to these men. And by the way, I told them you wouldn't know the Lord if he was standing in front of you and talking to you. And also, I talked to them about the left hand condition and the right hand condition, and they said that they don't believe that that's even an issue. Well, that's totally a fucking issue. And by the way, it's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. If you are in a cult and you're going with the Jesus Christ trick, that's all that it was a trick, a dirty fucking trick to get you, what? To going down Satan and Eve's way. They never thought that this was going to change. They never thought the day would change where Adam was freed. And Adam is Yahshua, sitting here within the flesh. Hey, I'm the nicest guy in the world. They crossed my son. Hey, he wasn't even my boy. I raised somebody else's child as my child because she didn't want him. She said I would never have another one of those things again. How many times that woman has double-crossed not just me, but that boy. Matthew Thomas Wright does not love his mother. He loves Eve more than his mother. From everything I do understand, and I do know. And the things that happened on Friday 13th of 24 did happen. And I would say, for your own safety, I would remove that 37-foot motorhome out of my eyesight. Because if I see it, there's residual effects. God told me he wants me to rule this with an iron rod. Matter of fact, I was up at my motorhome on Ash Street. He wants me to take that iron rod. I got a golf club right here. I just keep my hand in the camera. I never want to cut this. He wants me to take this iron rod, and I got an iron rod that's about that big. It's in my motorhome. It's about this long too. And he wants me to break a rock with it. So I guess this weekend when I go up to Beacon Rock, I'm going to try to bust a rock with an iron rod, and I'm probably going to do it too. You know why? Because I'm going to use the force of God to do it. And dude looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady. Big ones. Oh boy. And my son, I just threw his shorts away. They have the big ones on it right there. I'll fucking do it. You know what? I have things that happen all the time around me, and I would surely love to share them with you. It's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup, and you never know. You will have amazing things happen around you too. But you will never have that kind of shit happening with you. Praying to Jesus that's never going to fucking help you out of hell nor high water. Hey, and I'll just talk to you later. I'm John Wright. I'm the nicest guy in the world. The Holy Father picked me, and I enjoy it. After everything I've gone through, I deserve the luxury of saying the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you don't like it, you take it up with the Holy Father. If you please the Holy Father, you've pleased me. If you've pleased me, apparently you must have pleased the Holy Father, and that's all that it takes. Women are always out of the equation, no matter how mad I get at you women. It wouldn't happen. Actually, I don't get mad at women. It's usually men. I can't stand their fucking guts. You see, and that's the truth. After speaking with them for just a little while, I didn't know what was going on. I absolutely do have little in common with men that are not go-getters. I mean, to be honest with you, I just don't like a fucking bum. How's that? And by the way, neither does the Holy Father. neither does Satan nor Eve. And I'll talk to you later. If you do what's right, it will be accepted. And that's what the Holy Father always tells me to tell you, and even the law enforcement officers. If you do what's right, you will be accepted, and you will be in the top layer of hell. Everybody's going to hell. Everybody in the fucking world is going to hell. What level you're at is the difference. Oh boy. You want to be a celebrity and be on 5th Avenue? You're going to the 5th level. Right there where Hulk Hogan is. Right there where my brother Jerry is. Jerry, the motherfucking celebrity that been walking around all these years around me doing his fucking shit. And my friends dying and stuff. The Merlins was murdered. And that man, Rick Rice, sits in prison, an innocent man. I know it for a fact. And they do not have the ethics or the kudos to stand up and tell the truth in Lewis County, Washington. And it makes every law enforcement officer look bad to me. And if you look bad to me, you look bad to the Holy Father. But if you look good to me and you do what's right, it will be accepted. Hey, it's a two-way edged sword. I either love you or I hate your fucking guts. So which one do you want? Do you love this or do you love this? Because if you love this, you probably love me. And you love the Holy Father. If not, you get this. And the Holy Father still loves you, you fucking sinner. But you will pay, and the level you go to will be a result of your own actions. You see, that's pretty much how it works in this whole thing. You know, you get what you give in this one. You definitely get what you give.